Awesome. Who wants to give the sweet old recap?
What did we do?
What did you do? 2 weeks ago at the beginning of May.
Anyone?
Hold on.
And that's all I really remember.
Well, you got boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
We started off talking strategy with Shurston and Evangeline, and we determined the best thing to do was to press onwards. We did some exploration, found out what our exploration options were. We first encountered a horrific sight of one of the magic students getting crushed by a thrown boulder. We investigated it and found a treasure chamber of sorts that was guarded by a large arcane-powered golem. We also saw a crack in the wall in which some blue light was shining. We went back into the rotunda, went down a different pathway, and we found a metal grate with some stair steps leading down. We went back into the rotunda, keeping that in mind, and then we took a torch-lit path, which, if I recall, led to more rooms, it led to some cells where Sandal had just destroyed some weird fleshy monster things that were sort of mixed with some minerals or stones. He used some bombs. He used boom. He used the power of boom to kill them.
Boom.
We then explored the room and we found some magical items. There was some armor. There was a war pick. And there was, help me out here, what was the last thing?
Amulet.
Oh, it was an amulet.
Amulet, yeah.
That's mine.
Right. There was also another journal, which wielded some important information about the golem in the treasure room. We went back to the gated area. We went down. We went through sort of a cave area or a cave section with some running water. We followed it. And then all of a sudden, Odie takes off into the darkness. We had a little convo together. Then we kept pressing forward and found that Odie had evolved.
All grown up.
So he just got a random spontaneous glow up at this little magical table-y sort of area, or like a raised something, and he's now bigger and more powerful. And then around that time, a bunch of the other people started filtering in. I believe we retconned that. We kept on warning them, like, all right, move forward, move forward. And the session ended with all of the survivors and us together down in the cavern section, sort of taking a rest, but not before Noctis could give an inspiring speech that put everybody at ease, and that was, if I recall, where we left off.
Oh, yeah, and Syretia also told Voheim about Kerrigan, her rewarding friend.
That happened too.
So, yeah.
I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget.
And Saarebas was given a visit by a certain someone.
Right.
And he disappeared, and then I think it was Syretia.
Oh yeah, she heard a voice that said help, and she didn't recognize it, and that's where we ended. A voice in her head, I think. So I don't know. It sounds right.
Yes, it was from within, through your mind. So, as you gear up, recovering from your wounds, both in the Fade and in reality, you head off from this makeshift camp in the middle of this lyrium chasm that surrounds you. And wispy strands of lyrium all spiraling through the air, being whisked down into the darkness below. And you all step forward and begin scouting ahead.
Okay.
As you walk, the last thing you see is Shurston and Evangeline seeing you off, and in Shurston's arms, Dove gives you a little wave.
Wave back to him.
Everybody better wave back.
Sure.
So, as you all scout ahead, delving into the darkness, I would like everyone to roll me a group stealth check.
Sure.
Ruh-roh, Reggie. All right.
Alright, good at
Where's my d20? There it is. Okay.
I got a 9.
9,
4.
4,
13.
18.
What'd you get, Syretia?
13.
Okay. So, though the DC for this was not very high, 4, you all hear skittering all around you. It was no secret when you entered the chasm that there was movement further in. Hard to make out what creatures lie beneath, but it has become clear that this skittering seems to follow you as you travel through the chasm. Would anyone like to make a perception check to see what exactly is following you?
I would
Why,
love
certainly.
to.
I mean,
Always.
I will accept any proffered recommendation for a roll. Never gonna refuse that.
I got
Perception, you say?
14.
Mm-hmm.
18 for Syretia.
14.
18 if you as well.
14, 18.
18.
18 for me as well.
Great rolls across the board.
18. And then 14.
All my good
Yeah.
rolls are happening before combat.
So,
We'll
looking around you, though you can't exactly see where these skittering pitter-patter footsteps are coming from, but what you definitely notice, all of you, is that rocks and stalactites and stalagmites around you seem to be shifting. They are not in the position that you first perceived them in.
don't think this is a good thing, guys.
Why is
Huh?
it ever
As
a
you
good
traverse,
thing? Sorry, my camera's like blurry, so I was trying to see if I could focus it, but it's fine.
so as you traverse deeper, delirium strands you follow subtly begin to shift in hue. You walk for what feels like over an hour, and by the minute, your surroundings turn darker and more shadowy until you're left in nearly complete pitch black, save for the now bloody scarlet glow of red lyrium crystals. And upon a quick observation, you can even see the pure blue lyrium being corrupted in real time, the redness enveloping the azure gems. And you notice the trails all start to begin to connect. Now they are few.
Well, the don't feel good about this.
Yeah, well, I would say we're certainly in for some trouble, as we always are, or seem to be.
Voheim seems lost in thought and has a definite serious look on his face.
Are you good?
Voheim turns to look at Noctis and says,
May the stone curse whatever brought red lyrium into Thedas. It is a blight, not only upon the immortal body of the stone, but also on the souls of those it corrupts.
You can see with your previous perception rolls that the red crystals, they seem to pulsate from crystal to crystal. The nearest ones seem to illuminate slightly more. Almost as if forming some kind of trail between the crystals.
Natalie's Dragon Age player brain has a thought of what that might be. I don't know if Syretia would know, though. Can we, like, see where they're leading? Is, like, there any visible way to see what, you know what I mean? How they're connected?
Yeah, you can see on the wall to your side, you see a crystal glow. Blink, 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 all the way up to the ceiling.
Do y'all have any ideas? Because I do not.
Could I make like an Arcana check or something along those lines to see if like I would know what, or what would it be to like figure out the series of events happening right now?
I would say that could qualify as Arcana.
Forgot to turn on my light. Continue.
Only a 12.
A 12. So, you know red lyrium to be unnatural, and even the finest scholars across Thedas struggle to wrap their head around the numerous dark capabilities of such a corrupted substance. You know with that check that almost every delve into the deep roads where red lyrium was present usually results in tragedy. And at best, people walk away not entirely themselves.
Is there any blue lyrium left, or is it the entire cabin entirely of red lyrium?
You can see that the red corruption is kind of like spreading back the way you came. Very slowly, but definitely noticeable. And like I said, you can see the blue leaving the pure crystals.
Like as I'm watching it?
Yeah, you can see it creep up the crystal very slowly, almost like a reverse hourglass.
Yeah, that's gonna put my character on edge then.
And as you see this glowing crystal of lyrium above head, you step into this sort of clearing in the chasm. And you can see that there is a trail of red now starting to rupture the ground, leaving a trail until it culminates in the floor in front of you. And up emerges what seems to be jagged stones, ridden with red lyrium. And out of the rock transforms a familiar face, Voheim. As you are once again met with monstrous Quintus. And as he emerges, he lumbers towards your party, saying, "Hello again, Voheim."
Voheim takes out his axe and starts stretching and says,
Hello again. Ugh. You're the busiest dead man I've ever seen.
Last we spoke, you said we would meet in hell. Well, you found it. And you brought your friends. Wonderful.
Well, I like what you've done with the place. The red really brings out the color in your eyes.
This is not my doing, fool. Oh, how I wish it was.
Yes, you're right. I shouldn't give you that much credit. Something this elaborate could never have been thought up by someone like you. This is clearly the work of malice. He chose an interesting form for us to fight, but to be quite honest, I'm surprised he didn't pick someone better. Perhaps he's put too much faith in the phantom of you.
My master knows to seize power. I put my faith in fools such as you. Followed a cause like the Red Templars, doomed to fail. But malice taught me something. Power needs to be taken for yourself, not shared.
Interesting that you should learn such lessons at the feet of a creature so pathetic that it fears a babe. Any creature that fears to that degree is not worth following.
Following? Hardly. I'm here because I want to be. Because we have an unsettled score, wouldn't you say?
Well,
And
evidently,
I'm also starving.
Evidently, it's unsolved. I must say, Malice bringing you here is incredibly frustrating, annoying, and aggravating. But if he has decided to throw you on a platter for me, I suppose I'm in no position to refuse the feast again.
Brave words. I know I don't scare you anymore. Whatever personal demons you've had over the years, clearly you've been working through it. I'm afraid the same cannot be said for your friends. And let me guess, that's what frightens you. The fact that you're not going to be able to do anything to save them.
Voheim would look to his left and look to his right. And could you three tell me what expressions are on all of your faces?
I actually wanted to ask: are we seeing him too for the first time? Because this is the first time we've seen Quintus. Are we seeing him, or is this still in Voheim's head?
You could have perceived glimpses of your personal demons from Session 5, but never up close, never in detail, and never addressing you personally. And you can see the rocks and pebbles at his feet begin to levitate faintly off the ground. The surrounding red lyrium crystals begin to flare up. And it is now I would like everybody to roll initiative and to open Owlbear Rodeo, if you have not already.
And let me roll initiative.
And if anybody's got some cool dark cave demon fighting soundtrack, feel free.
This.
What?
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Quintus.
Famous last words.
I should like add you guys to the initiative, shouldn't I?
Maybe, yeah. Okay, Syretia. That's fine. You know what? Get the battle rules out now. It's okay.
Let's see here. Oh, that'll work.
That'll work.
I found a soundtrack. Okay, everyone got their
There you go.
rolls?
Mine.
Yep.
I put it in the owl bear.
Oh, you can just do that yourself? That's wonderful. I did not know you could do that. Can everybody do that, or should I do it? Does anyone need help?
I just clicked the 0, deleted the 0, and put my actual number.
Oh, I can. That's helpful.
And then just
That
click
helps
off
me
of
out a
it.
ton, actually.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Womp womp.
Hold on.
No.
No, really?
I saw it. I saw it happen.
Oh.
Odie
Oh,
goes
what
with
the
me,
heck?
right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you guys. Oh
All
no.
right, don't worry, guys. We just gotta wait for Quintus to roll somehow a 0, and we'll be fine.
Oh no.
I
Okay.
watched it roll from like a 20 to a 2, and I'm like, all right.
Okay, -1.
Yep.
Oh. That's
Hey,
sucks.
I roll well where it counts. You know, I'm not gonna sweat the initiative too bad.
It's
You've
all
done
right.
pretty
Our
good
our
this
our
game,
party
man.
does better under pressure, anyways. It's all good.
Do they?
Yeah. We always come
they
through in the
do.
worst moments.
That is true.
Okay.
Going last just means I have the ability to tactically assess what else has happened and make an informed decision on what to do. So it's actually a good thing to go last.
So first, again, knowing that Voheim, you have conquered your demons seemingly, and that Quintus no longer scares you, he now tries to put fear in the heart of your friends. Starting with Saarebas. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Oh, that one.
Okay. Oh no. So, you see this mass of... You're not sure what you're looking at exactly. It's stone melded with crystal, melded with flesh and bone as it lumbers towards you. As you see a face weirdly weirdly mortal looking of an elven man. And as the eyes begin to glow red, it gazes straight into your soul. And you are frightened for 1 minute. And next, it is going to start approaching. And that will be the first turn of Quintus, as he is not quite in range. Next up is Voheim.
All right, let me just take a real quick look-see doodle here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Voheim, raising his axe, is going to run straight at Quintus. And I'm going to get here using my 35 movement off to the side.
He seems to welcome your advance.
Oh, yeah, I figured he would. He's weird like that. I'm going to go ahead and activate my rage. I would have done that while I was running up to him with my axe dragging the ground. You would have seen my arms and my axe start to heat up along with my eyes, just getting it ready for the big swing. So that's my bonus action. And then as my attack, I will be just swinging Rhaegar's Great Axe to see if I can connect.
All right, roll to hit.
That is 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
Finally, some good luck. Then I will be rolling damage. That is 6, but I now get to roll a d6 for the fire damage because this is my fancy schmancy new weapon.
Yes.
Oops, hold on. Don't want to do that. How do I? There we go. I'm going to roll that. That is another 6, so 12 damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. Weight plus...
So far.
2 melee damage for my rage, I believe. I don't think that was added to my initial roll.
Okay.
So 14 damage?
14 damage. Beefy hit.
It's about time I got some good luck.
Right.
Are you dual wielding?
No.
Okay. All right. Do
And
you have any other attacks?
I do. I get a second attack, and I will be taking that. I'm going to be swinging Rhaegar's Great Axe yet again. I almost said... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, as you swing your axe into Quintus, bits of, like I said, rock, crystal, but also blood and bone shatter away, spattering onto the ground. But he just laughs in the face of all of it as he looms over you.
You're not worthy of the stone embedded in your body, so I'll remove it myself.
Damn.
I should have said that in my first roll.
What did
That's
you get?
a 9 to hit. That will
9
not...
to hit?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No,
But you're
certainly
still
not.
in battle with this guy.
That's my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. All right. So, before we get to Noctis,
Oh no.
Quintus is going to use a legendary action to summon out of the ground. You see streaks of lyrium crack across the ground until you look... How do I ping?
Double
look
click.
between-
Or hold it.
You look between Voheim and Quintus, and you see emerge out of the ground what was before indistinguishable from the surrounding rock. It's begin to animate. Flesh conjured, mixed in with the stone, as well as numerous red lyrium crystals sticking out of the back of this creature that now separates Voheim and Quintus from your party.
Awesome.
As it snarls at all of you. Now it's Noctis's turn.
First things first, I'm going to use my form of dread.
Let's go.
I'm now immune to the frightened condition. So I
Smart.
can't be frightened.
Okay, that's really great actually for this encounter.
And I also get 1d10 plus 7 temporary HP. So before I forget, I'm gonna roll that. I got 6.
You got a 6 for what?
I have 13 temporary hit points. I rolled a 6 on my D10.
Gotcha.
And it's plus 7. And
You're good.
then for my spells, it's I'm going to I can't hex yet. So
You can do whatever
can
you
I
want.
try to banish the one in front of us?
You can. That's awesome.
You have to make a charisma saving throw of 16.
Oh, that's its lowest stat. That's funny. That's funny. It got a 16 minus 1. So it succeeds.
Damn.
Alright, describe what happens when you banish this rock monster in front of you.
Amazing.
So it emerges at the ground, roars at you, only for Noctis to...
Form
It's
of
like
dread
a,
and then do this. Which is so cool.
Yeah. It's kind of like... Oh, I imagine it like... Almost like it taking, like, it's like a hand or like a shadow almost coming up from the ground and just pulling it back.
That's sick.
I love that.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
no.
So it
Uno
just
reverse
got-
card.
Pulled back to hell,
We
essentially.
don't have time for you. Go
Yep.
away.
That's incredible.
And that will be my bonus action, my action. I'm gonna stay where I am. And next person.
Okie dokie. Let me find a suitable little ring for this thing in case it becomes
And
unbanished. I'll do that. Invisible.
it's a concentration spell. So I
Mhm.
can't cast another concentration spell.
Yeah. I'm familiar with banishment after one of our recent sessions.
Yeah, I have banishment on a lot of my D&D characters right now.
Well, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Next up is Syretia and Odie.
Okay, I think she's gonna turn to Nox and be like, "Good job. That was gonna be annoying." And then she's gonna turn back, look directly at
welcome.
Quintus, and she's gonna like close her eyes for a second. And then when she opens them again, they flash like a fade green, and she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him, on Quintus,
Ooh.
as her bonus
Very
action.
nice.
And then
Love that.
as her attack action, as her attack action, she's gonna shoot him because I think, oh yeah, he's well within range for that. So, okay. And she has her lightning bowstring active, so if it hits, we get stuff.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead and
that's
try.
a 9 for the first attack. I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit.
It does not, unfortunately.
Okay, that's better. 17, 22 to hit for the second attack.
Oh,
Ooh.
definitely.
Okay, cool. So we'll do the normal damage first. So 1d8 plus 3. So 3 plus 3, that's 6. And then her lightning bowstring, it says on a hit, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's see, we'll do another 1d8. So that's 7 lightning damage. And then it says when the creature is hit by this lightning shot, it has to make a Constitution saving throw DC 14. On a failed save, they become paralyzed. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Let's see if it can do it. A 5 won't do it.
Nope.
So it's paralyzed.
Awesome. And
Very nicely done.
And then I think for flavor,
We're just eating it up, guys.
Don't laying on the
don't jinx us.
laying on the debuffs. Huh?
Don't talk too soon.
I think as flavor, as she's about to fire this shot that hits, it's gonna start. Her bow's gonna start crackling with lightning energy. It just like fire up essentially until it.
That's dope.
Yeah. And then for Odie, I don't think I could do anything with him because I used my bonus action already. So, oh wait, I have freaking Hunter's Mark, right? I can use my Hunter's Mark. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a D6, right? It's been a minute.
That was before, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
That was the bonus action beforehand.
extra D6, so another 2 damage on top of everything else, and then.
Okay. So how much lightning damage and how much physical damage?
I think I said 7 lightning damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is there
then
any extra outside of the 2?
the Hunter's Mark was 2.
Okay, so 7 and 2, so 9 total.
Yep. And then
Okay, just making sure I got all that.
yeah. Okay.
Plus 2 for Hunter's Mark, or did you already add that?
I think you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Perfecto.
And then yeah.
So
let me
paralyzed and hunter's marked.
Yep.
Amazing.
And I think I'm gonna add, if I can add one more little flavor thing, just because I think it's cool.
Sure.
While her Hunter's Mark is up, her eyes are just gonna stay glowing green until yeah. She
I
loses
like it.
Yeah. Odie, I don't think I could do anything with Odie, so that'll be my turn. I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Next up would be Saarebas then. Remember, you are frightened, which means you cannot approach Quintus. I think other
kind
than
of
that,
limits my options.
you are free to do whatever other than that, though.
Well, I get disadvantage on attack rolls, but if I impose a saving throw, I'll be fine. So, let's see. You know what? I'm actually just going to cast. I'm going to cast Bless. Unfortunately, Voheim's right on my range, but I can cast Bless on Syretia, Odie, and Noctis.
Awesome.
Give that to the squishies. I appreciate it, but absolutely.
So you guys get to add 1d4 to your attacks and saving throws.
Sick. Okay.
And I don't think I actually have any bonus actions. It's like Cleric's one weak point, so they don't have a lot of bonus actions.
Yeah.
So I will. Okay, I can't move closer to Quintus, so I'm actually gonna stay here. I'm gonna wall off the Galebdur. So I'm just gonna do that. Cast Bless and call my turn.
Okay. And then roll me one more wisdom saving throw since it's the end of your turn.
You got this, buddy.
Nope, 11. One and a 5 so far.
Oh, not quite though. Not quite. Still,
You'll get it.
still.
I have a good wisdom saving throw. Unfortunately, rolled kind of low.
You'll get it. You'll get it. So, you recognize this foe before you is not one to be underestimated. It takes a lot to rattle you, and knowing that the situation could turn very dire, you bless your friends, giving them an extra fighting chance in this battle. Despite your fear, you're ready to overcome it, just as Voheim did. And next up, I believe that takes us to the top of the round. Galebdur floating out around in the void.
Using the what's the called in Gmod? The world box or whatever it's called above the map.
That's awesome. Yeah. Like just growling, grunting noises.
Just floating like it got swallowed by Kirby, just in a white void.
I bet you're wondering how I got here. And next up is Quintus, who smiles at you, Voheim. Predictable as always. You're right where I want you. And they're right where I want them. And you can see the stones begin to spiral back into the ground. The red lyrium energy and bits of flesh liquefy and float through the air following the crack as Quintus teleports. Still paralyzed, but he's not moving, he's teleporting. Let's see if he can make it there. Okay, not quite. He has to move right there. And he is going to cast Red Storm. Let me read this.
I'm sorry, what? What is that?
Pretty sure it's a Mountain Dew flavor.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. See, I take a quick drink.
And this is going to catch Saarebas. Well, let's see here. So, whenever you travel through that circle, that is considered difficult terrain. And every 5 feet you travel in it, you take 1d8 necrotic damage. And if you start your turn there, you have to do a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. So he's going to roll a d8. And that is very lucky. 1 damage, Saarebas.
Oof.
1 damage.
So could you repeat the last part of the Red Storm thing involving the wisdom saves?
So every time you start your turn in that circle area, you have to succeed a wisdom save, or you'll become frightened.
Huh. Okay. And every time that you leave the circle, you take 1d8?
You take 1d8 for every 5 feet you travel within it.
Okay, but there's no penalty for leaving the space.
Other than it's difficult terrain and it might be tricky.
All right. Okay. All right. That's manageable.
And that is going to be its turn. Voheim.
Voheim, who had just readied his axe to hit again, is furious that Quintus has just sort of poofed away from him. That will put him into a frenzy, which is my bonus action, which means on my next turn I can take 3 attacks using a bonus action to attack. And then he will make his motion, his movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am in zone, and I will be attacking. Shocker.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, here we go.
Meanwhile, you take 3 damage.
Yeah, that's fine. 3 damage. Okay,
Yep.
Got it. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, absolutely will hit.
Okay, and then damage is an 8 plus my d6, which is 5. So that is 13 plus 2 for the rage, so 15 damage.
15 damage. Beefy hit.
Voheim, in between attacks, would look to his friends nearby and just says,
Malice operates off of fear, but I operate on faith. The stone failed me, but the 3 of you haven't failed me yet.
and I'm attacking it again.
You and your friends are weaker for it. As he just gets ready to absorb another hit.
Tell that to my axe blade.
That's only a 13 to hit. I've got to stop saying the cool stuff on my second attack. I know that's not going to hit.
It actually will hit.
Oh, really?
It just hits.
Yes!
Just hits.
There you go.
Yes. All right, rolling damage. That is a 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2 for the rage. That's 10.
10 damage.
10 damage.
All right. Messing him
And
up.
That's my turn.
So Quintus, while still smiling, isn't smiling as enthusiastically anymore. He's starting to, what the kids say, lock in.
Lock in, chat.
As he arches forward, grimacing at the sight of losing matter upon every single one of your strikes. And then looks back at your party, trying to pay you no mind. Next up is Noctis.
First, I had to use one of my spell slots.
Oh, actually, yo. No, like, Saarebas giving you guys bless before the red storm was actually so goated for those potential wisdom saves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm
You
going
guys
to
are good.
blight.
Wow.
Throw it all out there.
I'm gonna blight him.
Light
Insane.
him.
Blight. Do it.
Go for
Oh
it.
no. You have to make a save. What save? Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Taking 8d8 necrotic damage on a fail and half as much on a success.
What's the save? I got a 16.
And it's 16.
Okay, so just
Oh,
saves.
so you bit saved? You take half of 26, so 13.
13 damage. Getting messed up.
Yep.
Okay. So, I must say, you've amassed some powerful friends.
It's not about their power that drove us together. It's not the reason why I value them.
And you just had to ruin it. Oh, and I thought this was going to be fun. And then at that, he's going to do another... Is that your turn, Noctis? Okay. At that he's
Yes.
gonna do another legendary action to summon another Galeb-Dur. This time to the side over here.
How about no?
As more
How about
again seemingly
nuh-uh?
inanimate pile of rocks forms the shape of a small, like, hunchback golem. Short in height, but very sturdy looking. As it once again roars at your party. Leading us to Syretia and Odie.
What are the rules for a paralyzed condition? Do we know?
I
He's
have the
still-
condition pulled up right now.
He.
So it can't move.
That's
From the
it.
spot it's in.
Oh, it automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack
Yeah.
rolls against it have advantage, and any attack that hits it is a critical hit.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker
If
is
they're
within
within 5
5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When does it roll to try and save again?
At the end of its turn, I believe.
At the end. Oh, I thought it was your turn. Okay, let me roll for
At the end
it.
of each of its turns. Yeah.
Oh well, now one isn't going to do it.
No.
Continue.
Okay. I am going to. I am not in prime, ranger, positioning. So, well, no, yeah, we're gonna move a little bit. The first Skaldir is still gone, right? Like, I know he's on the map.
Yeah,
but,
it's damaged.
okay. I have 35 feet of movement, so that can get me to what, over here? And just run past this guy. So that's, yeah. And then, yeah, I should be able to see him now. So we are going to attack him. First attack is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, wait, no, wait, it has advantage, right? I have a, because it's paralyzed?
Yeah.
So wait, no.
I mean, it already hits, but yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the first damage for that, which is a d8 plus 3. Where's my d8? Here it is. So 7 plus 3, 8, 9, 10 for the first attack. And that's an 18 plus 6 for the second attack to hit. And then 4 damage for the second one. And then, let's see. Okay.
Tell me how much this is total.
What did I say for the first one?
I want to say it was like 10.
Hello.
10. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So 10 plus 4. So 14. Yeah.
14 damage?
Yeah. And then...
And that's a crit?
No. Wait.
It should be a crit.
It should be?
If he's
Okay.
paralyzed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's paralyzed.
Okay. So I'll roll that again then. Right? Yeah, double. Yeah. I'm forgetting how to play D&D for some reason. Okay.
Took 1 week off.
I
and
know.
Look what happened.
3 plus 3, so 6 for the second roll. So 6 plus...
Shouldn't it just be 14 doubled?
I don't know. Yeah,
Pretty
14
sure it
doubled. 14 doubled, whatever that is. That's
Miss,
it.
I play
28?
D&D like 4 times a week.
Look, it's been a minute since I played a
to be
ranger,
fair,
okay?
the crits happen so infrequently. I always forget the rules around critting.
Look.
So is that 28 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be 28.
Okay.
That's so nice. That is choice damage, Syretia.
Yeah.
That is good
That is
stuff.
wonderful, wonderful damage. Plus the hunter's mark?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. 1. So plus 1.
1. Okay.
To whatever, yeah.
Quintus is looking rough. You can see rocks and fleshy bits like dripping off of him.
And then... Odie was back here, wasn't he? I
Yeah.
don't really want him to go into that storm. But if he comes with me, then he can use his reaction to do an infused strike. So it's an extra 1d6 damage on top of the hit. So we'll do another d6. So 5
Let's
extra.
go, Ranger.
5 extra lightning damage on top of the crit. So, and then that's
All right.
it.
So yeah, like I said, Quintus is looking so rough, barely getting held together by strands of very thin flesh and gravel, it seems like.
That's my turn.
Alrighty.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Next up is Saarebas.
Come on, buddy, you can do this.
All right, I'm gonna move
Get
1
him.
space out of the red storm.
Alright, you still take a d8 since you started your turn there, but you can get out. Assuming you
Okay.
move opposite, which is 3 damage.
All right, and then I'm going to just quick cast. I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead on.
Very nice.
That's pretty appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's a Dex 14 saving throw.
Okay. A 7 is not gonna do it.
All right, that'll be 2d12.
This is probably gonna.
Get him.
Yeah.
End him.
Get him.
End him. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
15 damage.
15 damage. That is more than enough for what you needed. For
Destroy
a
him.
cantrip. How do you want to do this?
Saarebas stumbles back out of the red storm and almost in like blind panic just flings energy towards Quintus, who assumedly was like, you fool, and then is suddenly struck with the immensity of the spell and is torn to shreds on the spot.
So,
Incredible.
as he laughs, again, peering into your soul, just you just see him explode into bits and pieces, scattering across this clearing in the cavern.
We good? Is that it?
Yeah, the Gale of Dirt's still here.
What's going on? What's the situation?
So as there's a bit of uncertainty in the air, before you all can
scared now.
celebrate victory, you see the remains of Quintus blown apart, utterly obliterated, begin to rumble and shake
Oh.
as they all trail towards the Gale of Dur.
Oh, it's phase 2 of the boss fight, guys.
And you can see that all this bits of pebbles and flesh and red lyrium creep up the Gale of Dur's legs, envelop its body as you see out of the rock tear apart the stone, barehanded, emerges a new Quintus.
I think Syretia
Destroying the Gale
actually
of Dur in the process.
I think Syretia actually does that. She just rolls her eyes and like they're like, yeah, she's like, really?
And now you discovered the mechanic.
Great.
Okay.
That's just it, Voheim. I keep coming back and I'm never going to stop. Not bad for someone dead, am I right? And the true beauty of it is it's all because of you. So I must thank you for such gifts.
Well, technically, you wouldn't be dead if not for the actions that you took, so I suppose you should take at least half the credit.
Alright.
We all decide what to do with our circumstances. I've decided to kill your allies right in front of you. And that'll be Saarebas' turn.
I have a bonus action still, so I was trying to figure out what I want to...
Or not.
I don't think I do, actually. Sorry, I was just looking through.
I just wanted to say I did.
I could do
I
something.
was gonna say, didn't you say earlier you didn't have any bonus action?
Yeah, no, I just want to say I could use one. But since is he still paralyzed and marked?
He still has the same conditions, yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'll end my turn and I'll make another wisdom saving throw.
Yep. See if you're
Come on, you can do this. You can do it. You can do it.
Come
you can
on,
do it.
brother. It's an 8.
Oh man,
So a 1, a 5, and a
man.
2. A 1, a 5, and a 2. My saving throw so far. I've got a +6. I'm just rolling low.
So
Did that
Right at
blessing
the
not
site.
affect you?
No, I gave it to Odie.
You didn't cast it on
Noctis.
yourself, right?
Yeah, I gave
Oh,
Odie Noctis
man.
and Syretia.
Gotcha.
now seeing that even your fatal blow, your powerful magic, only leads to more reanimation on this creature's part, you remain uncharacteristically frightened as it still glares at you with a fiendish smile. And before we go back to the top of the round, I'm going to need a little bio break.
Good with me.
I don't know what's wrong with me. And you guys can contemplate your decisions and what to do.
Okay. We're good.
So we'll go to Quintus's turn. He can't move. He technically can't speak, but I'm mostly saying, you know, for flavor he can talk, but he just can't do verbal spells. And he is going to try another terrifying glare. And this time, he's going to try and target Noctis.
I'm immune.
So,
Form of dread.
He doesn't know that.
he stares at this being also an elf with dreadful proportions and a fiendish appearance. And he is taken aback for once in this fight, as his dread has been matched, perhaps even outmatched.
Let's go.
Noctis over here aura farming.
And that'll actually be his turn. He wasted it. Voheim.
Voheim obviously watched the trail lead over to where Quintus's new body erupted from. And so Voheim will be running 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm in the zone, auto zone. So is that 3 damage for entering?
Let me roll. 8 damage.
Okay. Worth it.
It's a
Okay,
D8.
8 damage. All right. I am in the zone. I had activated Frenzy at the end of my last turn, so I'll be making 3 attacks. My first attack with the Great Axe. That is a 25 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
All right. Then I roll the damage. The damage is a paltry 5, but I will now add the d6 of fire damage. That is 3 to make an 8 plus 2 for the rage. That's 10 damage for the first attack.
10 damage. Meaty.
Correct.
Meaty.
And then I will be taking a second attack with Rhaegar's Great Axe. That is 23 to hit.
That'll definitely hit again.
And then I roll damage. That is 11 damage plus the d6 fire, which is 13 plus 2 for the rage. That's 15 damage on the second attack.
Okay, once again, looking a little rough.
And using my fury, I now get to use my bonus attack, or my bonus action as a third attack, so I'll be taking that, obviously. That is a 19 to hit.
Damn,
Definitely
barbarians,
hits.
man.
It just hit, and hit harder.
Yeah.
That is 5 plus the d6 for fire, another 5, so that is 10 plus 2 for the rage, that's 12.
12 damage.
And that's my turn.
So, enraged at the fact that your old adversary doesn't seem to stay freaking dead, you just pound him back into the ground. Shards of his being flying all across the cavern. He still smiles, though he is looking very rough once again.
If you stop coming back, I'll stop killing you.
That'll be a sad day when this ends. For either of us. And then it'll be Noctis's turn. Equally scary.
Equally. Let's see. I am going to 1 second. Give me 1 second. I level 5 3. Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Blast.
Very
Eldritch
nice.
blast this
The Warlock
fool.
special.
And I'm also going to Grave Touch that, which changes all the damage to necrotic damage, and I'm in my form of dread, so I get an additional D10 on one of them.
Eldritch blast this fool,
Go
Noctis.
ahead. I also forgot to roll for the paralyzed condition. He failed anyway, so all good. We're still going.
And I get 3 beams for being level 5. Well, above level 5. That will be 1 second. What's my modifier for Eldritch Blast? 22 for the first one.
22 damage?
No, to hit.
Oh, yeah, well, it hits.
13 for the second one.
That'll just hit.
And 15 for the other one.
That all hits.
Okay, so I get 40-10 because of Grave Touched. It would have just been
Oh my
3.
god.
Atomize this idiot. Atomize
You
him.
just- You know how like simultaneously disappointed but also like intensely proud I am when your players do things like this?
It's all product, but I doubt that changes anything. That's gonna be
weirdly, no.
24 damage altogether.
24 damage. How do
Very
you
nice.
want to do this?
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
I think that Noctis's Eldritch Blast is like a gray color, and it kind of like illuminates based off like the environment, so it's more of like a gray, like red color, and it just plants itself in the middle of this guy and just like leaves holes.
Swiss cheesed him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, with holes in, you know, all the matter surrounding Quintus, once again, looking very unstable, all of the stones floating around him beginning to shake. He just smiles and he goes, "Today isn't the day then," and then explodes. Once again. But seeing as the only Galeb Dur in existence at the moment is banished to another realm, presumably the Fade, this time you just see all the pebbles, all the shards of rock and flesh scatter. And with a moment of anxious uncertainty, you wait long enough and notice these are not moving. Nothing seems to be reanimating, save for a shard of half of Quintus's face that flew into the middle of the clearing, as you hear a very faint, gravelly laughter. As you just see this part of a face facing upward to the ceiling of the cavern, just laughing from across the space. And with that, we are out of initiative.
Nice job, everybody.
Very nice job.
Yeah.
Congratulations, players.
May we change the music, somebody? Please?
Yes. You made my boss encounter look very easy.
It was the paralysis and the banishment of the first Galebdur.
Yeah.
Both of those things were clutch.
It was very nice.
High five, Natalie.
This is why we got to keep them alive, Nick. This is why
Mhm.
we will fail so bad if we do not keep them alive.
That's the definition right there of spellcasting utility.
Mark is so good. Banishment is too.
After combat finishes, there are two things that I like to do. First of all, Voheim would, like, after we're sure that the battle is past, only then would Voheim's rage start to subside, and he would put his axe back onto his back, and with a legitimately apologetic look on his face, would turn and address the party and just say,
I would like to apologize for bringing that creature here and endangering all of you.
I mean, we handled it. It's not like
I
we
don't
haven't.
see it as your fault.
I don't either. I mean, Nal is persistent. It's torturing
It's not
us.
your fault that somebody has a vendetta against you.
You should be careful. You're beginning to sound like me.
Voheim smiles at that after you saying that. Then he gets down on his knees. The crystals, are the crystals in the room still red?
You notice that they're all, once again, the blue is fading away. Visibly, in real time, as you can see the crystals almost like being filled up, like vials of blood. As the glow of red, and I actually prepared a special thing for this. If you look on the map. The red glow.
Ooh.
Oh, I think, is Annie here? I think their power just went out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Pause.
I'm gonna pause.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Let's finish strong here. So, I believe Voheim and Syretia had some things to say. Was it?
Oh, yeah.
As you're kneeling as you're on your knees, Voheim,
Mm-hmm.
and the battle dies down rather abruptly, all things considered. And you see the shattered face of Quintus snarling and laughing maniacally across the room, albeit a bit quieter now.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a mask laying on the ground.
Kneeling on the ground, Voheim would take his fingers and then pull his hood off of his head, and kneeling down to the ground would place his forehead gently against the stone floor and just sort of says very quietly, he's not whispering it so nobody can hear it, like you all can hear it, it's a big cave, but you can audibly hear Voheim just place his palm on the ground face down and just say,
I'm sorry.
again looking around at all the corrupted red lyrium.
I think as the battle dies down and like Quintus is like for sure dead, that means that Syretia's hunter's mark that she had on him starts to go away, like fade. I think she takes a deep breath and closes her eyes, and then as she exhales and opens them again, the green fades away. It's her normal eye color again, showing that it's no longer active. Okay. What do we do now? Keep moving? Anyone hurt badly?
No. I wasn't even touched.
This corruption will continue to spread until or unless we find its source.
Well, we should keep moving then.
You just hear like a laughter, interrupted by coughing, and the failing strength of Quintus.
He is really annoying.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. You should have seen him when he was alive.
I'm glad I didn't, frankly. Alright, well...
You all are after the source. The source, you say? Oh, how I wish I could be there. Not even your mighty Qunari could face me. Deeper, darker horrors lie beneath.
Voheim turns to the party and says,
Well, if we continue, we will either find the source of the corruption, an exit for the rest of our friends to take, or both.
Oh,
Yeah.
preferably both would be good. Ideal. Well, I mean, are we good to keep moving?
No one's escaping here. That's what you can't understand yet.
Where's the shard of Quintus's face, like on the map?
He's like in the middle here.
Okay.
He's like over here.
Voheim walks over to it and is going to. This is so dumb.
Destroy it.
Voheim.
Shut it up.
No, Voheim is going to. Let's see. What does he have on him? He's got. What does he have? He's got his water skin.
Okay.
And is going to try to lay it over top of Quintus's face to see whether or not he can muffle the sound.
There is no escape from the depths. You're all going to die here. You hear me? You're all going to die.
I walks back over to the party and says,
There we are. Now that we can all think a little bit clearly, I say we try and find our way forward. What do you say?
That sounds great.
I say the same.
Let's do that, please.
Which is the only option available.
Oh, and in case all of you forgot in the heat of battle, don't touch the lyrium.
and then Voheim keeps walking towards the only area that seems to progress onward.
I think Syretia is once again going to clasp her hands in front of her and just keep walking.
So you continue on down into the depths as your surroundings get darker and darker, and the red glow grows more and more intense. And most notably, the strands of wispy lyrium that float through the air, the strands are converging into one of just a few super strands. You follow a small trickle of running water streaming between the surrounding rocks as you descend deeper and deeper and deeper until it gets warmer. And this isn't a comforting warm. It feels gross. It feels like the corruption of the lyrium radiates a sort of ick that no amount of bathing could ever remove. As you traverse through the darkness, you see that the strands begin to lower a bit and flow beside the streams. For now, you're hearing a number of small little creeks, all running into another sort of clearing. A very domed shape cavern at the end of this chasm. There doesn't seem anywhere else to go. And as it seems you've reached the bottom of the chasm, you notice that the formations surrounding you appear to be very strange rock formations, unlike what you've seen prior. Very angular, jutting out of the cliff face in front of you. And you see all the strands are leading to a spot, and it just barely illuminates the space enough for you to notice that these are not, in fact, rocks at all, but decaying flesh and scales and bone. As you see the massive carcass of a great dragon, mouth agape, slumped over, long dead, as this red lyrium energy seems to be feeding into it.
Hmm.
It appears very dusty, covered in moss. And it's very quiet.
This is the last thing I wanted to see today.
Have any of you seen anything like this before?
No.
Nope, I don't like it. Not at all. And I think you said it was like a dragon carcass, right? I think she's like actively like avoiding eye contact. She literally does not want to look at it. So it makes her very uncomfortable.
Perhaps we could consult Ten about it?
We can try. And I think she's gonna reach into her bag and pull out the doll that she's been trained to use to try and talk to him.
Okay, you can roll an Arcana check if you want to try and summon 10.
Sure. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Can any of us wait? Do you still have the blessing? Does that work for this, or that's a saving?
That's
throw?
saving throw.
It's yeah, attacks and saving throws only.
Can anybody give Syretia a help action?
Yeah, I can guidance. I can cast guidance.
Oh, that would work too.
Guidance.
That's a D4, right?
Yep.
Oh.
I'll help
Ooh.
channel that.
Okay. D4. Where's my D4? So 19.
19. So you set the doll on the ground in front of this massive, I mean, like truly large, over 100 feet long and wide dragon carcass. You can see it takes up most of the area around you, dwarfing the four of you, as well as this tiny doll. And as you prop it up against a boulder, you begin to channel and think about Ten's Island, what it once was before Malice took it over. And you imagine his face. Until you had to imagine it no longer, and he materializes in front of you. Energy fading out of the doll.
Oh my gosh, it worked. Hi. Is her first reaction.
Hello, I was saving myself for when you most needed me. Is this...
Well, we kind of came across this, and she's gonna gesture towards the carcass. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Oh my. So that's what that was.
What is it?
I can feel all the spirits around us, Syretia, and there was one screaming louder than any of them.
Was it asking for help?
Incoherently screaming for help.
I think she's gonna think back to the voice she heard that was asking for help, and her eyes are just gonna widen and be like, I think I heard that too. Didn't know what it was, though.
It was shrouded. I couldn't place it, especially among all the Orlesian miners.
Is there any way we can isolate it? Figure out where it's coming from?
Well, there's no doubt about it now, as he gestures to the dragon.
It's the dragon?
Something still yet lingers here.
I think she's just gonna look back at the dragon. And then back at him and be like, what can we do for it?
I don't know. It's been dead for who knows how long. It's miraculous that there's even a trace left. Yet I can still hear it now, more clearer than ever. Can't you?
Syrisha's gonna listen. Can she hear it?
So, if you all give Syretia and Ten the silence they need, you all begin to close your eyes as you hear the familiar words of help. Help me. He is here.
Who's here? And she just says it out loud.
And the silence is broken by heavy footfalls emerging out of the darkness behind you. As you hear what sounds almost like a large walking stick, accompanied by these heavy footsteps. And you see two very dark, glowing orange eyes following you from the way you once came, as well as a smile also illuminated in the darkness as he approaches you. You've given me everything I have desired. Untold power like I've never seen.
What?
So this figure with the walking stick and the two people behind him walked from where we just came from.
There's nobody behind him.
It's one person.
It's just one person.
I was just one person, and they just walked in behind us into the
Yep.
same room with the dragon.
Just
Who were
out
they
of the
talking to just then? Syretia?
For
all of you.
all of us, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
who is addressing us? Can you please tell us who it is?
It's Alice.
Is it
I
Malice?
think.
Or is it someone else?
What does it look like currently?
It looks like nothing but darkness, except the glow, the dark orange glow of demonic eyes and illuminated orange yellowish teeth, forming a sinister grin, approaching you.
Who are you? Why are you acting spooky?
That much
I don't get it. I do not understand what's going on.
Then you are more dull than I took you for.
Excuse you.
That's not very
You're
nice.
the one without any color.
And amidst this very threatening speech, you just hear belabored coughing and wheezing and the sound of liquid hitting the floor.
Turn to see what's happening.
It's in the same direction as the eyes.
Okay.
Is it like a shadowy darkness, or is it's just dark where the creature is and we can't see it properly?
It's not illuminated properly. You can't
Oh.
see it.
I'm going to step forward and cast the light spell on my weapon and see if I can't get a better view of what's coming towards us. Though I think I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's no mistaking it. The eyes that glare upon you is none other than the demon of malice you once encountered in the Fade. However, upon Saarebas' illumination of the area with light, it is revealed that the figure is much smaller, much more plump than you realized. And this is a familiar face.
Okay.
As you see black ooze pouring out of their eyes, their ears, their mouth, as you see the apostate kneel limping towards you. And you can see he's brought to his knees, coughing up this black goo. And he just goes, I am sorry. I couldn't help. I couldn't fight it.
Don't worry, my friend. We'll have you right as rain in a moment.
I don't think I'm going to make it. I was never part of our deal. Trust me, the alternative was far worse. I thought about it very carefully, but I did my best, and I'm sorry.
Oh.
And you can see he just continues vomiting up this unknown substance as it begins to trail into the flowing water. And you can see it kind of latch on to strands of red lyrium, all leading into the clearing.
Realizing what's happening, Saarebas, probably too late, but is going to turn in and cast Sacred Flame on Neil. Try to kill it.
All right. Go ahead. Oh, is that as a save?
Yeah, Dexterity saving throw, 14.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Woo!
You can see these harsh shadows cast these really high contrast shadows onto the surrounding cave walls. As your sacred flame is snuffed out instantly, the darkness shielding Neil. As the goo begins to envelop and fuse with the lyrium, trailing into the corpse of this dragon. You can see the holes separating what little remaining flesh and scales were left on the carcass, repairing any lost, dislodged bones are filled in by what seems like pure darkness. And you can see the carcass of this dragon getting reconstructed, though not as it once was.
I think upon seeing that, Syretia's gonna turn back towards Neil, Mal, whatever is going on. Be like, you need to stop that. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're corrupting it.
And you see he rolls over. I think it's just me now. He's gone.
Of course he is.
He got what he wanted. It's over.
He's no dead
You can
dragon.
see
Sickening.
you all feel the ground shake beneath you, lurching all you forward. As you see the claw of this dragon twitch. You see the wings flap open, similar to the Demon of Malice's wings back in the Fade. This dragon is not as it once was, and has now completely fused itself with the Demon of Malice. As the eyelids open, revealing Mal's eye, fiery, piercing, and staring at you all. And now nothing can stop me. As it begins to rise.
Oh, you were so gonna pay for this. And she's just glaring at him.
And that is actually where I'm going to end the session.
Yep.
Nice.